guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz and I'm going vegan while doing things a little extra each time. To get started with our miso kale pasta, we are first going to start by blanching 2 cups of kale in boiling water. Except we won't need to transfer this to an ice bath. Rather, we're just going to immediately transfer it to our blender cup after it's been in the boiling water for 30 seconds. So just make sure all the kale gets covered. You give it a little toss, and then look, it just comes to life. Look at that green. Look at that green color. I love it. Now, I did remove all the tough stems on my kale leaves as well. I just like to do that, even though it's all getting blended. I don't want my sauce to be chunky in any way. I want it to be silky, velvety, smooth. But totally up to you if you want to eat the hard stems. I just don't prefer to. But so once that's done, we can get another pot of water on just for it to be ready for our pasta. And then in the meantime, we can add our kale to our blender. And then we're also going to add a big handful of fresh parsley, a clove of garlic, and a teaspoon of miso. This is what takes it to that next unctuous level and sets it apart from being a pesto. So you don't need to add salt to this because the miso is going to do that. And then we're also going to add a splash of oat milk for creaminess and a half tablespoon of butter. Do you see where I'm going with the creaminess here? Watch after I blend this. It is so velvety smooth and retains that green color because we blanched the kale. Do you see this? Now, back to the miso. I'm using white miso because I love that it has this little bit of a sweet note behind it with the saltiness. But you can totally use red miso, whatever you have on hand. Now, I'm just boiling my pasta, and once that's boiled, we can just immediately transfer it into our sauce. This is one and done, guys. Cannot get simpler. This is a perfect weeknight meal. And you could make this pesto ahead of time, the night before, and save it, and it will still be delicious. And that's it. Our pasta is going to do the job of heating the sauce for us. You can add more pasta if you didn't want it to be this creamy, dreamy situation happening that I have. But it's so good. It's like a salt bomb that you get it like a pesto vibe, but it's just fresher. I don't know how to describe it. It's just so good. I like to top with more fresh parsley and then some parm. Other good additions is red pepper flakes, roasted red peppers. If you wanted to add peas, some other kind of crunchy pop element, also fantastic. But I love it. I think for me, it makes kale more approachable and palatable. And just, because when you think of kale, you think of rough, coarse, harsh, maybe bitter. This just takes it to that next level and makes it so enjoyable. So I hope you give it a try.